Hey guys, this is Dana from Pop Goulash. I wanted to make sure that you knew how to reach us. Find us on Facebook under Pop Goulash. You can also find us on Twitter at Pop Goulash. We also have a phone number, and we definitely want you guys to give us a call with your thoughts, opinions, whatever, show ideas. That phone number is 224-325-4235. And you can also shoot us an email at popgoulash42@gmail.com. Thanks for tuning in.
On your ear goggles, bitches. It's time for Pop Goulash. I'm Reuben.
And I'm Dana.
And I'd like to apologize now for sounding like Wolfman Jack, but my throat is jizzacked.
Yeah, you are sounding particularly gravelly tonight.
Yeah, I'm trying to go for that 7 Mary 3 sound.
I could tell. You're doing a very great job.
Yeah, no, it's unintentional. I got this, my fucking 4-month-old and I have been swapping around this cough and shit for probably the last 2 weeks now. It's just been brutal.
Then you shouldn't fucking be here. I don't want to get your fucking itis.
Yeah, no, that's not the itis, damn it. Dude, the itis is when you eat barbecue and you go to sleep. That's the fucking itis.
I will disagree with that.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Ask black folks. Ask a black folk what the itis is.
I don't want to get accused of things.
It's not being accused of things. Dude, they did a whole Boondocks episode on it.
I know. I'm disagreeing with you on that.
They did an entire Chappelle Show sketch about it.
Yes, they did.
Because it was the nighttime sleep aid.
I saw that. But anyway, anywho, sorry. I'm kind of crabby tonight. I'm tired
And their poor dog had surgery, ACL surgery.
He looks so sad. He's like the saddest dog in the world. And the poor thing, because the medicine that they have him on, he's like doped up. And the one medicine is causing incontinence. So he keeps pissing on himself. Yeah. So I told Jake that we might need to get him diapers. That sounds so terrible.
Well, dude,
but
you can get like the Menses diapers. That might help.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Oh, yeah, they got those for dogs. You can get those on Amazon Prime next day, motherfucker.
Really?
Well,
Jake, producer Jake, get on that.
I'm also going to the pet supply store tomorrow, too. So
Pet supplies plus, biatch.
Yeah, I mean, the poor little guy. So our little podcast mascot is injured and
wearing the cone of shame.
Cone of shame.
Cone of shame. Cone of shame. Cone of shame.
Yeah, it's just been a long fucking day, and just
poor guy
taking care of him. Yeah. So,
dude, today's been, I don't know, man. I've gotten my hands on a lot of news today that has been kind of disheartening in many ways. Yeah, and nothing about my personal life.
Okay.
But like today, we found out that Chuck Berry died at the age of 90.
I still can't. Like you said, I didn't even fucking know he was still alive.
Oh, yeah. Actually, he had just recorded an album within the last year. The dude toured up until, like, he died.
Really?
Oh, yeah. That man was constantly touring. And he was about to, like, he was staging a comeback, as much of a comeback as a 90-year-old blues artist, rhythm and blues artist could. But yeah, he was always performing. He was always out there. He was always playing music. I mean, despite all of his weird legalities and penchant for buggery and, he liked them young and he liked to take pictures of women while they were peeing and all the weird shit that he did. But look, we all got our hang-ups. He did his time. But, you can't take away from one of the men who influenced the Beatles.
Yeah. Very fair point.
So yeah, he rest in peace, Chuck Berry.
I read that he died during lunch, like he was unresponsive during lunch or some shit like that. Reuben just
popped a Guinness.
Yeah, dude, his beer cried all over his pants.
Guinness for health, son. So yeah, it was kind of sad. It was kind of sad to see that he went. Like, I was never a huge fan of his.
Sure.
But the song Hail Hail Rock and Roll, man. Johnny Be Good.
Oh,
These
yeah.
two songs are imperative to rock and roll. They were some of the beginning. They were, if you take it from the blues, that was the next step. Fuck
yes.
Buddy Holly, okay, with his, I give him what he had.
Yes, I was going to say, don't say fuck Buddy Holly because I still really like him.
But he was more country than rock and roll, though. Buddy Holly was. He
think
had.
so?
Oh yeah, he definitely had some twang to him.
He had twang, but see, I don't. But that's
he was
because
the
a
step.
Southern boy.
He was the step between country and rock and roll for white folks.
That's That's a fair assessment.
Yeah.
I still think he was fucking ridiculously talented.
He was. No, I'll give him that. And Gary Busey did a wonderful job playing him.
Oh my God, yes, I watched that about a month ago.
Oh, did you really?
I did.
Nice.
I love that damn movie.
Almost as good as Kurt Russell playing Elvis.
Well, I was going to ask how his cousin Marvin is taking the news of his death.
Nice.
Back to the Future
reference.
Oh, okay.
Yo,
I
Chuck.
had a feeling.
Remember that sound you was looking for?
Listen to this.
I had a feeling. It just. Excuse me for the flat reaction to that. It's been a long day, like I said. You know what else I wanted to tell you really quickly too? Sorry. Last week, Bill fucking Murray released an album.
Say what?
Yeah, dude. He and Paul Schaefer worked on it together.
God, I hate fucking Paul Schaefer.
He's not exactly my favorite. However, I didn't realize that he and Paul were such good friends. I'm just
you know what? That
pulling
makes
it up on
sense
the
because if
Googles.
I'm not mistaken, that really god awful Christmas special that Bill Murray put out last year.
It was pretty fucking terrible.
I want to say Paul Schaefer was the music director.
He was.
For
Was
that.
he?
Yeah, he was.
That was like an hour and a half of oh God, just stop.
You made it that far into it?
Yeah, we
No.
didn't make it that far into it at
Neither
all.
did I. I made it until Rashida Jones made her when she and Jason Schwartzman were the married couple.
Yes.
I made it that far in. I'm like, nah, I'm done.
I think that's actually right along the same spot where we turned that fucking shit pile off.
And
I love Bill.
Murray.
Yeah.
Like,
love him.
So, but
It
yeah,
was
it was not good at all. And people were like, "Oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen." No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
No, you fucking hipster. Take your stupid mustache wax and your fucking fedora and shut the fuck up. It wasn't great.
And here's a PBR for you. Go fuck yourself.
If we want to watch Bill Murray at Christmas time, there's only one option.
Scrooged.
Yeah, dude. Hands fucking down.
One of my favorite lines in that entire movie was when the guy comes up to him, the production assistant. He's like, "We can't get the antlers to stick on the mouse's heads." And Murray responds, "Have you tried staples?"
Oh my God.
It was one of the best lines in the whole movie.
Dude, I'm gonna.
And when what's her name? Oh gosh, the actor. I can't remember the actress's name, but she played Penguin's mom.
Carol Kane.
Carol Kane. She was she fucking whacks him right in the face
God,
with a toaster.
yes,
Oh man.
She was also God, I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole, but every time I think of her, she was on Taxi. I know that.
Yeah.
She was also in the movie License to Drive.
Yeah, she was. She
was
was the mother.
mom.
You know what else she was in?
What?
Princess Bride.
See,
She was Miracle Max's wife.
I've watched that a couple of times. But I have no opinion. It's been so long since I've watched it all the way through. I know it's this epic film for so many people.
Dude,
I'm going to have to watch it again. Just
I
because
watched
it's
that
been
movie
so
at
long.
least twice a year.
Do you?
Well, yeah, when I was in grade school, for our movie time, we'd get movies occasionally, and there were one of 3 movies that they would bring in.
Was one of them Wham! The Video, when I rented that the whole time when I was a kid?
No. It was The Neverending Story.
Oh, cool.
It was The Princess Bride. And I can't remember what the third one was, but there were 3, and they were in constant rotation when I was in grade school.
Cool.
So those movies have a special magical place in my heart.
Oh, sure.
And I showed Kirsten The Princess Bride. I'm like, this is probably a movie that we could both be down with, because she had never seen it. Kirsten grew up in a very, I don't want to say sheltered.
No, I didn't think that's what you were gonna say.
But kind of.
Okay.
She grew up in a very religious household, so TV music and stuff like that. Like she really wasn't introduced to it much, like pop culture type stuff. It was,
sure.
you know, it was mostly like Christian movies, Christian artists, stuff like that.
Kirk Cameron shit.
Yeah, ish. But it was, you know, that's just the way that she was raised. I mean, obviously it's not like that anymore.
Oh, sure.
But like she wasn't really exposed to a lot of that until she got a little bit older.
Until she met you.
No. Well, trust me, she had a life to live before she even met me. But it was one of those where she didn't really like watch a bunch of that crap. So I showed it to her. I'm like, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, and she just kind of watched it. She was like, yeah, it was good. I was like, what? It was like that at the end of the Paula Abdul Cold Hearted video.
Oh God!
Where like the dance producers was like, that was nice.
Yes.
And she's like, nice?
I fucking love that you remember that video too.
Oh yeah,
that just
dude.
made my night.
Dude, that was spank bank material for a 12-year-old dude. That video was fucking hot. Like, to this day, it's a hot-ass video.
I'm not going to disagree with you. I concur. I'm seeing her with New Kids on the Block this summer.
I know, dude. Oh, dude.
Yes?
I have got something that slays that.
What?
Homeboy got Tool tickets.
Oh, you got the fucking tickets, man?
Yeah.
Wow. How did you who did you have to blow?
Your husband.
He was in the car with me.
I mean, I'll allow it.
No, like he'll attest to it. I'm sitting there like we're waiting to get into an appointment for our professional lives, and like fuckers didn't. Anyway, so I'm sitting there in the car, like calling on my cell phone on one phone, and on the other phone I had like on my personal phone I had the Ticketmaster website up, and I'm constantly hitting refresh until I finally got through.
Now, okay, so help me out with this though too, because did they change the way that did Tool change the way that they released the tickets so that the scalpers couldn't get to it? Because like I was reading something about a week or so ago that I think Jake shared an article that they're trying to improve that.
It wasn't necessarily just Tool, it was Ticketmaster. But
okay.
The weird thing was it like never asked me if I was a robot or
It
anything.
didn't.
But I was going through the Ticketmaster app, and it redirected me to the website. So I'm not sure. All I know is I got my tickets.
Fucking tickets. That's great. When is the show again?
August 8th.
Nice.
It's like a Thursday night, but I don't care.
Who gives a shit?
It'll have been, I think, 10 or 11 years since the last time I've seen Tool. And that's when their last album came out.
That's what I was going to say, because I know it's been at least a decade since it came out.
Oh, yeah. They were embroiled in legal battles.
Ah, that's right.
They've just been kind of doing their own thing. But sadly enough, there hasn't been another Perfect Circle record. But Maynard's been doing Pucifer stuff. And I really don't, like, I've heard some of the Pucifer stuff, and I'm like, whatever. So yeah, no, I got Tool tickets, and I'm totally stoked to see them.
What venue are they playing
The
at?
Rosemont Horizon.
Is it?
Oh,
okay.
I'm sorry. The Allstate Arena.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm always going to call it the Rosemont Horizon. Again, people, we're in the Chicago area, so for those of you who are like lifers here, and I say that meaning you grew up here, you've been here for a while, you know that it's fucking always the Rosemont Horizon.
Pronounced Sears Tower, spelled Willis.
But
oh my God.
yes. Okay,
wait.
Dana's about to cream her jeans.
I'm going to cream my jeans. Did you see that fucking article today about Alpine Valley? They're not going to have any shows this year.
That was on my notes. That was my next note. Yeah, dude.
Dude, fucking ESPN here, man.
Yeah, like, and that's really sad, dude.
It's very sad.
I love Alpine Valley. So those of you who aren't in the know, Alpine Valley is
It's in
like,
Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's just on the other side of the border of Illinois and Wisconsin. It's just this gorgeous venue. Now, history to this venue, this is where Stevie Ray Vaughan died.
I did what?
Yes. They got done performing. Okay, so Alpine Valley's this massive like ski resort. And then there's also the music venue that's on the other side of the ski resort. Now, you know, because you've been there.
I've not.
You've never been to Alpine Valley?
I've never been.
Oh, be still my heart.
I've never been, because I always stick to shows here in the Chicago area, so I've never
Alpine
gone.
is like one of my favorite outdoor venues ever.
And I hear great
things. And it's got it sounds great no matter where you're at.
Really?
It's got a massive hill, like massive hill. And then the pavilion is actually, the architecture is beautiful.
Really?
And if you look over, like if you're on the hill, on the lawn area, and you look above the pavilion, you'll see this massive ski hill.
Really?
What had happened was Stevie Ray Vaughan performed back in 1980. correct me if I'm no. Stevie Ray Vaughan, I want to say died in '89.
I was going to say it was the late
later,
80s.
yeah.
It
when
was
he
either '89
passed.
or '90, and he was playing. And he played. Eric Clapton was playing with him that night. Robert Cray played with him that night, and
Robert Cray.
There was one other bluesman that played with him that night. They were going. Oh, it was Buddy Guy, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
So what had happened was, it was a foggy night. They got done playing. They like Stevie Ray Vaughan. It was his show, but all these other guys came in as special guest spots. And what had happened was they took a helicopter.
Oh, God.
And they took 2 separate helicopters. They were going to go to Buddy Guy's Legends downtown
Jesus.
to do a jam session down at Legends.
Oh.
And what had happened was the pilot of Stevie's helicopter misjudged and crashed right into the ski hill.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And that was how Stevie Ray Vaughan died.
I knew it was like a plane crash, not plane crash, but you know what I mean, like an air crash, whatever the fuck you want to say. I did not know it was Alpine Valley.
Yeah, it was at Alpine Valley.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude. And like I have been to a gang of shows at Alpine Valley.
Wow.
Like I've seen Pearl Jam at Alpine Valley maybe 5 times.
I know, like they talk about Fish shows there.
I've seen Fish at Alpine Valley
Dead
a bunch of
used to
time.
play
The
there.
Dead played there all the time.
Dave Matthews
Band plays there all the time. Well, that's the thing too. Like,
sorry, I'm not a fan of theirs.
neither. Like, they've got some good stuff, but I'm not. I've paid to see him once. I will never pay to see him
Me
again.
too. High five.
I saw him play with Los Lobos down in Tinley Park in like 97, 96-ish time frame.
Okay, I saw them a few years later.
It was on the Crash tour, and I'm like, meh.
Yeah.
Meh. But yeah, like the last few years, the municipality of East Troy, Wisconsin has really been on their shit. And it all happened back in, I want to say, 97, 98 with Pearl Jam.
Okay.
Because back in the day, you used to be able to drive your car up there, park your car, and because it's all farmland up there. So you used to be able to park in some farmer's front yard, give them $10, pitch a tent, you could crash there for the weekend.
Wow.
And what happened was during these Pearl Jam shows, some girl got raped.
Oh.
And that was the end of camping there. And ever since then, the city has been more and more like, no. It's been a real headbutt between the city and the venue.
But
to
the city's
point,
bitching now, though, that they're going to lose out on revenue because of this shit.
well, you know what? You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Right.
And it's just been really fucking sad because like they've limited the amount of concerts that have gone on there.
Yes, I did
year
read that.
after year after year, and now to the point where the only people that have played there, I feel like because it's the concerts that I've heard of, are Fish,
Right.
Dave Matthews Band,
Right.
Jimmy Buffett, ugh,
Yeah.
and I think that what is left of the Grateful Dead.
Well,
and a few like weird country artists I don't give a shit about.
It's interesting, though, because the article that I read about it today talked about how, because it is, like you said, it's a stone's throw over into Wisconsin, from the Illinois border, but there's a lot of competition in Chicago because of the fucking festivals, the Lollapaloozas. You've got the other fests that I can't remember. There's so many big music fests that they do now in Chicago since Lollapalooza came back in 2005 when it started in Grant Park. And I know that for a fact it was 2005 because I was at that show. But anyway, since that happened and it became so popular and so popular and so popular, all these other events like sprouted up. And so bands like Dave Matthews Band now play those events here, and we're kind of snubbing their nose at Alpine Valley.
Which sucks because I refuse to go to festivals.
I stopped going.
I'm not paying $200 for a 45-minute set to see one fucking band.
Or fucking $20 for a beer. It's absolutely asinine.
It's ridiculous.
It's stupid. The last time that Jake and I went to Lollapalooza was only, one, because we got a free fucking ticket, and two, because The Cure played. They were the headliners. I didn't give a fuck about anybody else who was playing there that day. We specifically went for The Cure, and we had free tickets.
Yeah, the last Palooza I went to, it was 2011, I believe.
For Pearl Jam, right?
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters, that's right.
Foo Fighters headlined.
That's when the storms happened that year, too,
yeah,
wasn't
dude, we
it?
got shit rained on.
Yeah.
But I was stoked because I got to see the Foo Fighters.
Nice.
I got to see Arctic Monkeys. Dude, Arctic Monkeys are the fucking shit.
I never really got into them.
Well, that'll be in a future assignment because they've got some killer shit. And I saw the original lineup of the Cars.
Oh, you did. That's cool.
Yeah, like I grew up on the Cars, man.
Yeah,
like,
man.
But Rick Ocasek came back and
That's
they played
cool.
a set, dude. It was dope.
Yeah, before.
Like they played that fucking song, do, 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 and I saw in my head, in my imagination, Phoebe Cates coming out of the pool.
Oh,
and
yeah.
titties.
Oh, my God. Fast Times. Such a good damn movie.
I'm saying, dude.
Before Jake and I went in 2013 to go see The Cure, I hadn't been to a Palooza since
2002.
No, since 2009. That was the last one that I went to. Because I was going for, God.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, because it started back up in 2005.
Yeah, it started, well, at Grant Park. It came, because
Right.
it came back in 2003 at Tinley, and then
they skipped a
2004
year.
Right. And then they came back, and that's when they started doing it in Chicago. And I went from 2005, until 2009. I had tickets for 2010, and I sold them.
You know what? I actually preferred it when they toured it.
I
what?
heard that.
Because I went to Palooza in 94, 95, skipped 96, went to 97, and then went again in 2002 when they brought it back.
Sure.
And look, I would rather have 5 really killer headline, or 5 to 8 really killer main stage acts, and maybe 10 pretty decent sideshow acts.
Right.
Right now, and people are going to argue with me, I don't give a shit. Right now, Lollapalooza is about 4 really good solid headliners.
Agreed.
And about 150 street street festival bands.
I totally agree with you on that. That's why I stopped fucking going. And plus, because it just continued to get bigger and bigger. So they had, when the first one happened at Grant Park in 2005, they just had 4 fucking stages, and that was it. And it was on the south end of Grant Park. And now the shitty part about the way that was set up is because there was sound bleed over, but it was going to happen because of the way that they were fucking set up. So there was 4 stages.
Well, not only that, there's always like 95 stages, and 2 of the bands you want to see are both on opposing stages at the same time.
Typically how it goes. Well, and that's how they had it set up that first year in Chicago. So the bands diagonal from one another would fucking play at the same time, which was stupid. If you want to do it the right way, have them fucking rotate. State, like, as far as state. So anyway, that's all that was set up that first year. When it came back in 2006, because I went that year also, I had tickets, then it fucking expanded to the other side of Grant Park, to the north side of Grant Park. And now they had way fewer side stages, but they made the change so that the bigger stages were not fucking competing with each other.
Well, here's the sad thing. Alpine has held festivals in the past.
Really?
Yes, I saw Ozfest in 2000.
Oh, I always forget about... Yeah, okay.
And I saw the Tibetan Freedom concert there in like 97.
Wow.
Where it was Run DMC, the Beastie Boys, and Rage Against the Machine were headlining. Plus Eddie Vedder and the C- band played.
Oh, no shit.
And Tracy Chapman was there that year.
Love her.
Dude, okay, I am the hugest Beastie Boys fan.
Yes.
Ever. Rage Against the Machine wiped the stage with the Beastie Boys that night.
Really?
Dude, I had seen Rage once before. This was like the power and the force that band has live. Absolute dominance over everybody.
Wow.
Tribe Called Quest played that night.
Dude, I love a Tribe.
And who else played? There was another old school group that played. I can't remember, dude. We were talking 20 years ago.
God, fuck yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah.
So, but yeah, RIP for the season. Hopefully they'll come back next year.
I hope so.
Well, you know what? It's look, with all these shitty bands that are playing the Tinley Park Arena.
The venue down there.
Okay,
yeah.
what used to be known as the World Music Theater when we first came out now is the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater.
It used to be the Tweeter Center after that. Like,
it's been a bajillion things, but like it has the worst sound ever.
It's not a good setup.
It's
I've
a terrible
seen 2
setup.
fests there.
Yeah, I've seen multiple fests there.
I'm glad I only saw 2.
And I've also seen multiple. Look, I've been to that venue a fuck ton.
Me too.
Okay, I am not a fan of that venue. Like, if it's a choice between like going to that venue or sitting in my backyard just putting on the CD and barbecuing, I'd rather put on the CD and barbecue.
Well, I'll never forget. I went. I think it was 2004. It was called Curiosa Fest. The Cure, of course.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember when they did that.
Yeah, I went. I went with the guy I was dating at the time, And they had like some of the side stages set up like in that main area where all the merch is. That was kind of cool, but I was so pissed with the sound that night. And then of course, you go and you see other shows and you're like, okay, this wasn't so bad. But
then you go back to other shows and you're like, what the fuck?
That's what Lilith Fair when I went in 2009.
They had a Lilith Fair in 2009?
They had a reincarnation of it, yeah.
Really?
And Hart was fucking there. And we're fine. And Hart was, thank you. Sorry.
Jake's giving us a time.
Jake, I appreciate it.
No. We went short on the first couple for the month, so we've got a little time to play with.
Thanks, babe. But yeah, when they did the reincarnation, so of course Sarah McLachlan and whatever, but Hart fucking performed, Mary J. Blige, like it was cool.
Mary J. Bilge.
Yeah, love her.
Dude, I saw Lilith Fair in '97.
You saw the original, yeah.
No, second year.
Oh,
they'd started in '96, but when I went, it was like the Indigo Girls, Jewel.
Oh, by the way, guys, we have a special guest. My asshole fucking dog barking
Chances
in the
are
background.
they will not hear the dog.
I heard her.
They're not gonna hear it.
All right, cool.
Poor guy.
Anyway.
So yeah, but no, it was just really like, it's sad to see Alpine not doing anything this year, and it's been sadly the last time I was at Alpine was to see the Pearl Jam 20.
Well, the article that I read today also said that there was some shows last year that wound up getting canceled.
Really?
And I can't remember which show it was, but the town wants to bitch about the money and not getting the revenue from it. Well, what's really going on behind the scenes? Supposedly it was for sale.
Really?
Alpine Valley was for sale. I don't think it's on the sale block anymore. But there's something going on behind the scenes. I guess Live Nation owns it now too.
Live Nation owns it, yeah. Well, and that's the sad thing too. It's because look, you can't, like I said, you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Right.
Like you can't be like, oh fuck all this crazy traffic that comes in and these drunk people but we want your money.
Right.
No.
Then go fuck yourself. Deal with it then. Like,
right.
I can't feel bad for you.
No.
I mean, I do, but I do though. Like, I get it. That sucks. And that's because it's a small little fucking town up there. So I get that.
Dude, and that's the crazy thing. Like, when you go to East Troy, Wisconsin, there is nothing in East Troy, Wisconsin.
I've driven through it.
There's a gas station. And you know what?
Yeah.
That gas station makes bank.
Fuck yeah.
Because, in ice, dude, seriously,
yeah.
And that's the sad thing about Alpine too is ever since that Pearl Jam show, they've cracked down on the parking lot. Like, you can tailgate, but they get really shitty with you.
Really?
Yeah, I remember Kirsten bought me fish tickets for, I want to say, our engagement or something like that. But I bought tickets and we went up to see Fish. And she's not a Fish fan by any stretch of the imagination. And after the show, she's still not a Fish fan by any stretch of the imagination. But we had a nice time.
Sure.
And we went and I got our little grill, so I was making tofu dogs and shit like that, and we had some dude come up to us, be like, you gotta put your grill out. I'm like, dude, I got a gallon and a half of water back here. I got 4 charcoal bricks in this fucker.
Oh my god.
But yeah, you can't when you go to a fish show, they usually have dudes that are they'll set up an entire row, a half a mile of vendors, and these are the dudes that are traveling from show to show to show to show, making their money to go to show to show to show to show, and they're selling bootleg lot T-shirts and burritos and grilled cheese sandwiches and all kinds of crazy shit, and you can't do that at Alpine. So they're killing because Alpine's not getting a cut.
Okay, well. There's your answer.
Still,
that sucks, though.
But I saw Fish down at Toyota Park down in Bridgeview.
Oh yeah.
Which is actually a really cool venue.
I've still never been there.
They don't really do a lot of concerts down there, though.
It's more festival shows and shit.
And
when
soccer.
They do. Oh, and soccer. Okay.
But they had a whole
El football.
But they have a whole stretch where vendors set up, and you could go down. You could get your, glass weed pipes, and you could get all your other shit, and whatever. Nobody gave a shit.
Nice.
And I remember my first Fish shows, it was out in Noblesville, Indiana at Deer Creek.
Oh, okay.
And where we were staying was and I'll get into this on another podcast, I'm sure.
Oh, sure.
But in the farmland that we were staying in, this dude had this magical egg roll set up. He parked his van and got a tent set up, and dude, these egg rolls were the most amazing. They were size of a Chipotle burrito.
What the? Wow.
Yeah, dude. And he had the massive oil vats and shit, and he was just frying these fucking egg rolls up, and then he'd take his little tongs and he'd crack it in the middle and spread it open, and you pour the fucking duck sauce in it and shit. And when you're high as fuck, that was like the most delicious shit you've ever eaten in your life. I'm telling you, son. I know that.
Damn it.
Makers.
Now I want a fucking egg roll from my favorite place back in my hometown.
Nice. So, all right. So, like I said, dude, hopefully next year Alpine will have something good. Because I will go. Like, if Fish goes back to Alpine, I'll go to see Fish at Alpine.
They said they're going to be doing some repairs or some shit, too.
I'm sure that it needs maintenance, but at the same time, it's like...
But it doesn't mean that you needed to close it for a whole fucking season either.
Not at all, man.
So...
But it's a gorgeous fucking venue, dude. I am saddened. Like, even though the fact that I haven't gone in several years, I am saddened that nothing is going to be happening.
I can totally understand that, though.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. So the other bit of news, and we'll just breeze on this because we're at about a half hour, a little over a half hour. Did you hear about
the Ravinia lineup? I totally did. Sorry.
Now, granted, I know we had a shitty concert experience at Ravinia, but like Ravinia is like, okay. So let me explain to you my perception.
Sorry, I totally derailed.
So Ravinia, they call it Ravinia Festival to make it sound fancier than it really fucking is. What it is, it's this beautiful park. It's a gorgeous park.
It is.
With no fucking parking whatsoever. And, okay, this is the only place that I've ever been to where people cater their, like, little plots of land. Like, there were people, they had sterno.
Yeah, fuck you, because I'm one of those people that shit gets serious when you go to Ravinia. You got to stake your place on the lawn, man.
Dude,
like,
seriously, you had to cut a bitch just to find a place to sit.
I mean, but that's the thing. That's because that's a rookie fucking move. If you don't,
I was a rookie. I went to one fucking show, and I would never go back. Because fuck that place. Because okay, so look. All right, so there's the concert pavilion where people have seats, and you can see the show, and you can see the performers perform, and you can actually enjoy the concert experience. The rest of it is a fucking picnic where you can't see shit, and they're fucking blasting the music at you and for fucking speakers. You know what? I could do that in my backyard for free.
Here's the thing. I've had good experiences there and bad experiences there, and we had a fucking shit experience. The sound was
you and
god
Reuben
awful.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, good. So producer Jake and I
never had such. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Producer Jake and I went to go see Lauryn Hill last summer, which in all aspects could have been amazing, but she sucked, and the venue sucked, and everything around the venue sucked, and getting to the venue sucked, and fucking getting into the venue sucked, and everything fucking sucked. I'm never going back there. Like, I could see going to see, like, classical performances there, because that shit is for classical performances. You could sit in the lawn and be like, oh, Buffy, look, this cheese and wine combination is fucking wonderful. No, fuck you, fuck Ravinia, and fuck everybody that performs there.
You need to come with me and Dana. And
why are you bringing
other
weed?
friend.
Because unless you're bringing weed, it's not going to be fucking worth it.
No, dude, we got the fucking bomb set up when we go there. And it's like, you get there.
Dude, if you have to bring a dolly to bring in the shit to a fucking concert, it's not worth it.
You don't have to do that, but we do that because we've got
wagon.
That we bring the wagon with, because it's not just food. It's got the setup for like a little mini table that we've got. We've got like, because what I don't want to say her name on the air, but like she brings citronella candles and all that other shit. Like, it's a legit setup, and it's very enjoyable.
Stocked with beer and wine.
See, and nobody tells you that like you have to be there at like 3:45 the morning prior to get a fucking spot.
The thing is that they do tell you that you can get there when gates open to the general public, unless you're like a member, which I'm still tossing that around for this year. Anyway, but I derailed for a minute, but the point is, Ravinia is still fucking way cooler than you think. You're just salty because you had a bad experience last year.
Dude, it only takes one bad experience.
I get it, man, but you know what? I say, I challenge you. That's going to be one of my fucking challenges.
Yeah, you're paying for the fucking tickets, too.
Is that you're going to come and hang out and go to a show sometime this summer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what you fucking think. You find babysitters and all that other shit.
We'll drag your wife and she'll love it.
Mm-hmm.
Kirsten,
and then you're going to be in trouble.
I believe she's been there before.
I thought she told me she's gone there before.
I think so. Because she works not too far from there.
Yeah, she's super close.
But still,
yeah.
Fuck that place. Anyway, but no, have you heard the news about what's going on with George Michael's estate?
No. I've heard rumblings. I didn't read anything about it this week.
So I just breezed at the headline. I didn't read it because I don't care so much, but I know you're a huge George Michael fan. Like I like George Michael, but from what I've heard, what I read from skimming the article, George Michael's family are now suing his partner.
What?
For the estate. It's a £5 million estate, and they're suing him to get him the fuck out.
Why?
It's a £5 million estate.
And still,
It was George's estate.
Right.
They want to sell it off and make £5 million.
It pisses me off because it's just that whole greed thing again. I mean, unless it was left to the fucking family, fuck you. Like,
yeah, well, the thing is, did George leave a will?
And I don't, I don't know. I mean, I know that they just came out like with the cause of death, and they said it was like a cardiac thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that makes me so sad.
Yeah.
That makes me so sad to hear that.
Seriously, like, because I don't know how long they were together, but like
it was quite a while, a few years from what I understood from everything that I had read. And I'm like a genuine huge fan. I mean, I had I told you that story before too. Like Wham, the video, the actual like fucking VHS tape that had like 6 or 7 music videos. It was 1986 when they put that out.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it was 85. Regardless, my mom would go to the video store and rent it every fucking like couple of days for me until they finally said, Mrs. Kroll, you might want to consider buying that for your daughter. And she kind of looked at me and I gave her like the sad puppy eyes. And I still have that fucking tape.
Well, the crazy thing is that was also when VHS, like 85, 86 is when VHS cassettes were like $300.
Totally. Yes, totally. I mean, they gave her, because it was a used video, right? So they gave her like a super huge discount, but yeah.
They're like, you've already paid for this thing like 4 or 5 times over.
Exactly.
So here, we're going to sell it to you for like $75.
Right. I mean, Deb did good though, because I remember busting that fucking video out at college, like when we lived in suburban estates. Just good times. But yeah, sorry. Love George Michael. That makes me very, very sad.
It's pretty sad that like his family's being cunty about it.
Total cunts about it. That's not cool.
No.
Money.
So.
Anyway.
Yeah, so I mean, and so this week we we've kind of gone over a little bit of news. We're going to try and shake things up a bit here. Maybe bring in a few headlines and stuff like that, but every now and again we'll catch up on what we've been consuming and stuff like that, but I don't want to make that the whole primrose, preconceived notions, precogs. I don't know.
She's just being an asshole because she's created. Sorry, that is our special guest dog fuckface again upstairs, being a little twit.
So anyway, what we're gonna do is, we'll catch up on some news every now and again. We'll catch up on what each other's been consuming every now and again. But we want to start introducing more topics into it.
Yeah.
Giving it a little bit more of a structure to what we're talking about, with also keeping it to a reasonable time limit to make it more consumable by you guys. Mm-hmm. And maybe that using consumable is kind of a bad word, because it makes it seem like more of a product. But make it easier.
Well, when I'm making fucking money, it is. No,
we ain't making money doing
Not
shit.
Yet.
So we're going to start kind of doing topics every now and again, just to kind of keep it live, keep it fresh, keep it doing stuff. Plus, it'll also give you guys an opportunity. I think maybe that's why you're a little hesitant to contact us, because we're really not doing topics so much. And maybe we need to start coming up with original topics that aren't on our Facebook page either. Because we'll put out the topic and then sometimes we'll cover that. I don't want to cover the topics that we cover on Facebook on the podcast. I want you guys to be able to participate in 2 different things, because I think that would be awesome. That being said, we're going to talk tonight about some of our favorite cover songs. And I got a list and Dana's got a list.
I do.
But I think it's interesting when you have an established band doing a cover tune, whether it be something that they've done live or actually something that they've committed to tape and committed to an album.
Right.
Because obviously, you do a cover song live, it's going to be a little different.
Oh, sure.
Because, you know what? It's like in the heat of the moment, I'm sure that they've got it planned out, but you do a cover tune live, it's one thing. But if you're actually going to record it It's another thing.
Absolutely.
So, Dana, do you prefer it when a band stays faithful to the cover, or do you like it when they take their own spin on it?
I think it depends on the cover song.
Mm-hmm.
That's, in my opinion, I think it depends on the cover song, because there are some cover songs out there that I've heard, particularly one by 311 when they cover Love Song by The Cure.
That was actually a decent cover.
I fucking hate that cover.
Really?
I hate it. And I get it. They tried to make it their own. I don't know that they could have even covered it or attempted to cover it in the same way that The Cure put it out there.
Well, Love Song is one of those songs, too. Like, you know, you and I had that conversation that, like, Love Song is one of my favorite Cure songs. It's one of the first Cure songs I ever remember hearing.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, the Love Song is like one of my favorite songs. It's one of the first songs I remember hearing by The Cure.
Sure.
It was one of the first videos I've ever remember seeing by The Cure.
He scared the fuck out of me in those videos. I mean, we were still kids.
Yeah, but I don't remember it being so scary.
It was just
it's just one of those like,
and then I fell in love with him like 5 years later.
Yeah, but then again, I remember growing up with Flock of Seagulls. If that haircut ain't going to scare me, nothing's going to scare me.
I think it was the makeup and just like the dreary video and whatever. I think
but it's a beautiful song.
Oh, it's a great song.
No, I like 311 really did their, like, they kind of put their reggae little touch on the song, which I thought was interesting.
I just don't like it.
To each their own.
Yeah, for sure.
To each their own.
So kind of getting back to your original question, I really think it depends on the cover song.
Mm-hmm.
That is a perfect example, in my opinion, of where I think doing an interpretation for my taste didn't work out.
Mm-hmm. Now, could you see someone doing Love Song in a different style that would have honored the song in your opinion? Like if you take Johnny Cash's cover of Hurt, which is so like crazy left turn from Reznor's version.
Completely.
But he made it his own.
He did.
You know, and
because he released that album of covers, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, he did a cover of Alice in Chains' Rusty Cage
yes,
on that
he
shit.
Did.
That was not Alice in Chains.
No, Soundgarden, you are right. Thanks, Jake. Thank you. But he did he did a Tom Petty tune.
Won't Back Down.
Won't Back Down.
Yeah, it was Won't Back Down.
And he also did a Beck cover on that album. It was called Asshole, and it was a B-side that Beck put out.
No shit.
Yeah, he did a cover of a Beck tune.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't Asshole. That was Tom Petty that did a cover of Asshole on the She's the One soundtrack, the Jennifer Aniston movie.
Oh, God, yeah.
Dude, my mind is a fucking spider web trap of this shit. No, I want to say that Johnny Cash did Rowboat, which was off of Beck's Stereopathetic Soul Manure album. That was like one of these weird like off-label albums that he put out between Mellow Gold and Odelay. He put out two like independent albums. I'm going to let you go first. What is one of your favorite cover tunes?
So,
look, man, this is real.
I know.
Okay.
So you will be surprised that I did not include Buckley's Hallelujah anywhere on my list.
Well, yeah. I mean, really, that
shows up on every fucking list.
Well, also that it was more of a song that I really like. Had I not have known about Leonard Cohen,
right,
I probably would have assumed that it was his tune.
Right.
And like, there have been a ton of people who have covered it. Like, there's a Christian artist that has covered it and then added like an extra like verse to it to make it Christian-y.
Yep.
You know, I know because I've performed it.
See, I didn't include that on my list. It's just, I think I am a huge Buckley fan. I mean, you know this, but it is not on my list. However,
wow, somebody took fucking notes this time.
Shut the fuck up. And these are not in any particular order. But the first one that I wrote down is Bjork's cover It's Oh So Quiet.
Yeah, you know what? I only found out recently that was a cover.
Yep. I didn't know that either. And I was like, because I love Bjork, and I loved that song when it came out in the mid-'90s. I thought it was fantastic. Betty Hutton was the original artist who recorded the song back in 1951. And ironically enough, hers was a cover of a fucking German song.
Really?
Yeah, the German song was called Horst Winter. Horst Winter. Yeah. So just interesting little fun fact.
Interesting.
But yeah, I mean, Bjork's performance.
Dude, that's a fucking stellar tune, dude.
Yeah. Have you listened to the original?
I've never heard the original.
So I did, because for
Why not?
most of my picks, I wanted to make sure that I had some really good context to go with it. The original, Bjork stayed really fucking true to that original.
Really?
It was a very big, extravagant performance that Miss Hutton put on for the song, which was really cool. So now Bjork's version was a little bit more gritty and, Nordic. But
Even though she's Icelandic, but
whatever. Same fucking thing. Not at all, but we'll go with that. But yeah, her performance was a lot more grittier. I said a lot more gritty, not grittier. Jesus, I need sleep.
It was very gritty, kitty.
It was very gritty, kitty. So that's why I really like, though, that she evoked the Hutton-esque delivery in her cover, which was cool. So that's one of my favorite cover songs.
See, and it's interesting because that was a single.
Oh yeah.
Now, I would say that a bunch of mine weren't necessarily intended as singles. There were a couple of them. Like one of my favorites, Black Crowes' Hard to Handle.
Yeah.
Was an old Otis Redding tune.
That's what I was going to say.
That is a great fucking tune.
Fantastic fucking song.
And it was their lead single. That was the first song anybody had ever heard from the Black Crowes.
Yep.
And they did a stellar cover of it. Actually, Otis's is good, but fucking Black Crowes' was way better.
And
I know people are going to be like, fuck you, Reuben, you're wrong. No, that's an opinion.
Exactly. It's not even about being wrong or right. It's fucking
It's a matter
opinions.
of preference,
yeah.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've got a dope-ass cover of that
It's
tune.
a great song. Their interpretation of that song was really
Yeah,
good.
it was pretty, and it was, again, a pretty straightforward interpretation of the song.
See? And that's why, and again, now this next song that I'm going to talk about is totally a left-hand turn from the original.
Okay.
Iron and Wine, their cover of Such Great Heights.
I'm not familiar with either of those. I've heard one Iron and Wine song, and I'm like,
I love Iron and Wine. I love the
You
vocal.
mean him?
Well, right, it's him, but I'm saying I love Iron and Wine.
Right.
His vocal quality and just the musicality, he's really good. So yeah, Iron and Wine, it is their cover of The Postal Service, which Ben Gibbard, The Postal Service. It is their cover of Such Great Heights, and the original version by the Postal Service is very upbeat and poppy and kind of electronic-ish. And Iron and Wine, that version, completely fucking different.
Really?
Totally different. It's not even performed in an upbeat fashion. It's more, there he's good. It's more of a slower, I don't want to say plotting, but it's just fucking gorgeous. I love that cover.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of my favorite.
From what I heard of Iron and Wine, and this is just from the one song of his that I heard.
Sure.
I really liken him to Bon Iver, where it was just very
okay.
spacious and just somber and sad bastard music.
There
and
you
I'm
go.
like, nah. I spent a lot of time in the 90s being sad bastards. So. But that's cool that you dig it. And it's cool that he did. I think it's interesting that a very indie artist like Iron and Wine did a cover of another very indie artist like Postal Service.
Totally. And that's what I think the first time that I heard it, I was like, wait, what?
And the craziest part is Lady Voldemort was the one that tried to turn me on to Postal Service. And I'm
Did
like,
she?
These guys fucking suck, man. I was not into it whatsoever. Because wasn't it one of the guys from Death Cab and Cutie?
Yeah, Ben Gibbard. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, anyway, sorry. What now for you? What is?
So one for me, which was, I don't know if it was released as a single nationally. They definitely played the shit out of it here in Chicago.
Okay.
But it was another one, total left-hand turn from the original, was Sonic Youth Superstar.
Oh, you've told me before how much you really like that song.
Yeah, and their song, it's the original is one of those groupie unrequited love songs from the Carpenters, and it was one of those where that's exactly what it was. That's the only way to
right.
The groupie meets the artist at the end of the show. They probably hook up. And the artist is like, oh yeah, you're gonna be my thing.
I'll call you.
Yeah, and never does.
Right.
But the way that Sonic Youth does it, the vocals are almost a whisper.
Now, who was it? Kim or Thurston?
Thurston sang
He
it.
was saying, okay.
And it was like the music was very like when you blow your nose and like everything is a little muffled.
Yep.
The music is very muffled. The vocals are very haunting.
Interesting.
And then like there's just the guitar. It's either the guitar or a keyboard that does the dun, dun, dun.
Really?
Yeah, dude. And it's on that Carpenter CD I let you borrow. Did you ever rip that?
I have it on my Apple Music.
Okay.
So,
but yeah, it's on that, and it's
I'll have to listen again
because
I don't think that I listened to the whole thing, but I listened to a few songs on there.
A ton of great covers on that If I Were a Carpenter tribute album.
I'll check that out again.
That is the standout. Like
nice.
It's because it's like they took the song and made it a Sonic Youth song.
Right.
As opposed to Four Non Blondes did Bless the Beasts and the Children.
Oh my God.
Which was pretty faithful to the original, I'm assuming.
It?
Like, yeah, I mean, it was definitely Four Non Blondes doing it.
Sure.
But it was all poppy and upbeat, and, you know, it was like, hey, we're a Carpenter's tune. You know? But, man, Sonic Youth made that song, like, as creepy as it should have been.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I will definitely have to check that out
It's
again.
fucking dope, dude.
Nice. Okay, so my next cover that I really enjoy, you reviewed one of her albums, and I adore her. It's kind of coming back to a local thing again, too. Rachel Yamagata did a cover of Both Sides Now, a Joni Mitchell tune.
Okay.
It was included on, let me get the name of this album correct. It was included on a 2009 compilation called The Village, a celebration of the music of Greenwich Village. So it was a bunch of, fucking artists that got together and put together this collaboration of different cover songs from artists of the 60s from the Greenwich Village area, which was fucking cool. And Rachel's version, I know there's a ton of covers of Both Sides Now, but I love her, period. And she could sing me the fucking phone book and I'd be cool with it. And I really like this version of the song. It's pretty close to Joni Mitchell's recording of it. It feels a little bit fuller though, more instruments anyway, in my opinion. Interesting fun fact though. So the song, Joni Mitchell didn't originally release the song either.
Really?
She wrote it, and Judy Collins actually sang it, like released it.
Fuck Judy Collins.
Well, then fucking Joni Mitchell released it.
Really?
It's just a strange history.
Is Joni Mitchell Canadian?
I don't know if she's
not. I know Judy Collins is.
Maybe. I don't know. I honestly didn't dig into that.
Okay.
So, but it's possible.
Right. Well, speaking of Joni Mitchell covers, this wasn't on my list until you started talking Joni Mitchell.
Okay.
But Counting Crows cover of Yellow
Big
Taxi,
Yellow Taxi.
Pretty good cover of the tune.
It is a pretty good. Although theirs I feel is a little bit more upbeat because hers is just
which, ironically, is out of character for Counting Crows.
For them. Oh God, yeah.
Oh
God, yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Mr. Jones. I hate that song, but I love everything else on that album.
Yeah. Dude, Perfect Blue Buildings, dude.
Every fucking time, man.
Yeah.
But we can't go down that rabbit hole.
Right. That's a totally different podcast. But I would go, all right, so my next cover would be, oh God, I got like 15 here. Fear Factory's cover of Cars by Gary Newman.
I've never heard that.
They took a very industrial metal version of it.
Interesting.
And it's pretty good. I've seen him perform it live.
Really?
Yeah, and like think of like just like crazy industrial beats and guitars.
Oh yeah.
And like just the dude like screaming rah, 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 in cars, dude. It's a dope cover. Like,
really?
Yeah, like Gary Newman's was very synth poppy, but like Fear Factory's version is very industrial metal. It's a pretty dope cover.
You mean like Marilyn Manson's cover of
Sweet Dreams?
Sweet Dreams?
No,
yeah.
because Marilyn Manson's cover of Sweet Dreams was a very good fucking tune.
Yeah.
But I would not consider that an industrial cover.
Not industrial, but like metal-ish kind of.
I wouldn't even consider it metal-ish.
No,
that was minimalist.
That was, very
really?
goth.
Yeah, it was a very goth minimalist
goth,
track.
Yes.
Now, if you want to talk about that, I would say Orgy's cover of Blue Monday was similar.
That never made that didn't make my list either, but that's another great. And actually, I almost prefer Orgy's cover than New Order's original.
Was it Orgy?
Yes,
it was Orgy who did that. Okay.
Yeah, the first time
I saw them do it live. Yeah.
As did I.
Okay.
I saw them open up they were on the Family Values the first Family Values tour with Korn and Limp Bizkit. And I was at that show. It was a good show.
The only reason I ask is because I was listening to New Order earlier
Recently,
today. So, yeah.
They headlined a show in Texas when I was in the Army in a club probably about twice the size of my basement. And the opening band, I shit you not, was Slipknot.
That doesn't surprise me.
The band took up half the club.
Well, yeah, because there's 14 members of the fucking band. So, but all right, was that mine? Yeah, that was mine. So, but
That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's really not much more to say about it. I mean, it's a great cover. It's just really metal and industrial, and it's
out.
A pretty decent. I've got it at home. It's a decent cover.
I'll definitely have to check that out.
It was on if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was on the Obsolete album.
Okay. I'm sure I could find it on Apple Music.
Oh, yeah, it's on there. For sure.
Okay, so my next cover, this is interesting. So, because I had never heard of the band before, and then I started checking them out, and I was like, fuck yes, rock my face off. You know how the AV Club does some, like
the Onions AV Club?
Yeah, they do. They did this like 5 years ago. It was called the AV Underground, and it was a project that they were doing where they got a bunch of like independent bands to come in and fucking perform cover songs. And
sure.
So like, and I might not get this 100% correct, but basically the premise of the project was whoever came in first, like they had their pick of these, whatever the cover songs were that the
sure.
AV Underground had chosen.
They're a bunch of pretentious fucks.
I don't fucking care though, because this was fantastic.
They're almost as bad as Jim Derogatis.
Well, the Promise Ring did a cover on that particular session too. I can't remember which song they covered, but anyway, so the further down that you were on the list in terms of when you would come in to perform, the less and less choices that you had. So this band.
Oh, okay. So they had bands come in, and then they had like a list of songs to perform.
Yeah, that they chose they had to choose from. So if you were the first band in,
you were the belle of the ball.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'd say probably like, the first few.
Sure.
But this particular band, they're called Screaming Females, and they're from Jersey. They covered Sheryl Crow's song, If It Makes You Happy.
Really?
It is fucking amazing, this cover.
Really?
Yeah. And
I'm a Sheryl Crow fan.
Yeah. Yeah. This cover, though, man, I'm telling you, Screaming Females, check it the fuck out, because I listened to it, and it's I don't want to say the song is dark per se, but it talks about a lot of like Cheryl's own personal like issues with, the recording industry and becoming famous and whatnot. The way that this band performs this song, the music, like the instruments and stuff are pretty on par, but the vocals, the chick rocked my lady balls off.
Pause it. Which song again?
If It Makes You Happy.
Oh, If It Makes You Happy. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. So her performance though, it was very guttural, and so I feel like that really evoked the true meaning of the song. So you got to check that shit out though. It was really, really, really
nice.
Good. So yeah,
I'm gonna go kind of little piece of my heart there, baby, and it's not gonna be Janice or anything related. No, a lot of covers that I really like are Beatles covers. I
love the Beatles.
Yeah, and I've only got a few of them that I put on the list. There's so many different Beatles covers out there. I mean, you could pick up the I Am Sam soundtrack.
Oh, God, yeah.
And every song on there is fucking killer. I think there was like one on there that I was just like, this cover sucks.
Sure.
This one was not on that album, although it might have been. I believe it was. It was Fiona Apple's cover of Across the Universe.
Oh, my God, yes.
Dude, her vocal performance on that. Like that, the music is pretty straightforward,
pretty
just
straightforward.
like John's version. But
her interpretation,
her
man.
vocal performance on that is just gorgeous. And I don't know if you recall the video, but she's just kind of like floating down a street.
Yes.
And then at the very end of the video, she just kind of lips up off the air and floats off into the distance.
Yes.
Dude, her version of that song is just it's
better, I think, than the original.
I would not say that.
No.
I would not say that, but I would say that it's on par. It's a very close second. It's a very close second because Lennon's version of that song. I'm sorry. There are very few artists that will ever do a song as good, if not better, than the Beatles. I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. I mean, I get it.
You know, and they're like, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop apologizing because fuck you. I'm a Beatles fan.
I'm a Beatles fan too.
Look, honestly, there are hardly any songs that somebody could cover of theirs that's going to be better than how they had performed them.
That's fair.
You know, unless they like did something like Jay-Z, like DJ Danger Mouse. I believe it was Danger Mouse.
Yeah, it was DJ Danger Mouse.
Did a mashup of the White Album in Jay-Z's Black Album.
Yeah, I have it. I own it.
It's pretty good. It's interesting, you know, but still, neither would be as good as the original. I'm sorry. The Beatles, I put the pussy on a pedestal when it comes to the Beatles.
Okay.
Like, if it weren't for them, we would not have rock music that sounds like it sounds like today.
Oh, they total influence on everything that came after.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If it weren't for them and bands like, you know, Pink Floyd and a lot of those British bands that took music and they were like, look, here's what rock and roll is. Let's see what we can do with it.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Radiohead did before they started to be shitty.
Right.
So.
Right. I love that. I think that's a really good choice. So my next pick on here, this is interesting. And actually somebody commented with this. I know I did put that post on the page the other day. It's Dinosaur Jr.'s cover of Just Like Heaven by The Cure. I fucking love The Cure.
I believe I've heard that. Didn't they play that on Q101 a couple times?
You were giving me shit about it a couple months ago because you were like, didn't you know that's a super old cover? And I'm like, I had no idea that this cover existed.
Yeah.
I love...
No, that's right. I had an old buddy of mine, Jason Johnson.
Yeah.
Who, Jay, I'm gonna hit you up and let you know about this podcast because you're not on social media, so I'm gonna have to text you. He was the one that told me about this way back when we were in high school.
Long time, yeah. This was from like the late maybe the mid to late 80s when they did the cover of the song.
Yeah,
I love The Cure. Period. So their original version of Just Like Heaven off "Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me." Come on, that song is just amazing. But Dinosaur Jr.
They did a damn good cover of it.
They did. It's a little bit different, but his voice, voice is so different.
They did a punk rock version of it.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a punk rock version. I mean, and I've heard other punk rock versions of Cure songs, but I didn't prefer them. So that's why this one made my list. But another interesting cover of this song, and it's coming back local again for a minute. There is a gal named Charlotte Martin, and she loves The Cure like I do. She covered this same song on one of her albums, and I'm not going to remember the name off the top of my head. It's fucking sitting right there. But her version is so stripped down, it's just her and a piano doing it.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's amazing, and it's a gorgeous cover.
That would almost remind me of like if Tori did a cover of it.
Yeah, I mean, and it is. It's just her. Like you hear her like moving the pedals and shit on the. It's beautiful.
Which kind of reminds me, and this is not on my list, but when Tori did "Smells Like Teen Spirit,"
yes,
I fucking hate that cover.
Yes, I was not a fan.
Like I appreciate it for what she tried to do. It was just her and a piano,
right?
But there was a reason and an intensity of the original version.
Exactly.
And you got neither from Tori's performance. No. And trust me, like, she's amazing. But her performance of that cover was just...
lackluster?
Lackadaisical.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just
I didn't like it.
It wasn't great.
No.
You know? One of my favorite covers of all time. Like, fucking of all time. Is Faith No More's cover of Easy by the Commodores.
Oh, yeah. I have heard that.
Dude, it is so faithful to the original.
It is.
But yet still tongue-in-cheek.
Mm-hmm.
Like right before the guitar solo comes in, where, I believe Lionel Richie was like, ooh. Patton just goes... ew, dude, it's like, honestly, it is one of the best covers of all time. And like I said, like in the video, the music video for it, they were sitting amongst drag queens through the whole video.
I never saw the video.
Oh, the video was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. The cover song is brilliant. Like, seriously, they put out an EP after Angel Dust with that song on it and like 3 other songs.
Peter Brady, you need a drink, son.
I know, my boy. I promise you, I had gone through puberty. But like seriously, they did a EP called Easy Songs to Make Love To.
Get the fuck
And
out.
it was that song. It was another. Oh gosh, I can't remember all the song. I got the EP at home. There was a song that was completely in German on the EP called Das Schützenfest, and it was a fucking German polka song. Dude, this is why I love Faith No More. Like, their shit is so tongue in cheek all of the time. Even when it's like completely serious, it's fucking tongue in cheek. But their cover of Easy is quite possibly hands down one of the greatest cover tunes ever, next to one of the next ones I'm going to talk about.
Okay. Well, so this next one, it's 10,000 Maniacs cover of Because the Night.
Oh, the Springsteen tune.
Yeah. Well, Patti
Smith.
Smythe?
No,
Smith.
Springsteen wrote it, gave it to Patti Smith.
Right. But I mean, like, that's why I mentioned her, though, too.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot to say about that performance.
Dude,
Natalie
seriously.
Merchant, my fucking spirit animal. I'm so excited to see her this summer. Her performance.
You know where
that
she's
was-
not playing? Ravinia Festival.
Fuck you.
You know why? Because she knows it fucking blows.
Because I believe that performance was from when they were on
It was the
MTV Unplugged.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was the lead single from MTV Unplugged.
That's right. And it was just
It's wonderful.
fantastic.
Absolutely wonderful.
And-
That Unplugged album is incredible.
Oh, I love it. I own it. And it's that particular album is one of my top 20 favorite albums.
On the MTV Unplugged kick.
Uh-huh.
Nirvana is the man
Nirvana.
who sold the world.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, their version hand down superior to Bowie's version. I've heard Bowie's version, and Nirvana I think they covered the essence of that song.
I love that song.
On that album, though, my personal favorite cover was the Lead Belly song they did.
Oh, Where Did You Sleep Last Night?
Yes.
That was excellent.
That was a
And
great cover for
even
sure.
even the 3 Meat Puppets songs that they did. They did Omi on a
Yes.
Omi, Plateau, and what was the other one? Omi, Plateau.
Wait, we're looking it up. I love
But those
I know
3
he's looking
covers.
it up, but yeah, that whole performance, I actually have it saved on the DVR because they played it on MTV Classic. I bought that album when it came out too.
Let's
when
see.
they
Omi,
released it.
Lake of Fire.
Lake of Fire. That's what I
Plateau,
love.
Omi, and Lake of Fire. Those 3
Lake
songs.
of Fire is a great
Those
cover.
3, like, okay, so Jesus Doesn't Want Me for a Sunbeam, which was it was originally a Christian song that was done by, oh god damn it, I used to know this way back in the day.
Do you want me to look it up?
Eugenius, oh god, who was but a punk band covered it as Jesus Don't Want Me for a Sunbeam. And then like all of the covers that they did, like fuck man, Nirvana was amazing. I don't give a fuck if you like them or not.
I loved Nirvana.
That Unplugged album was probably one of the greatest live albums of all time.
And they were originally, from what if I remember right, they were originally supposed to just do their hits.
Yeah,
That's what
and-
MTV wanted.
and Kurt told him to go
wanted
fuck
nothing- yeah.
himself.
Oh, he totally. Yeah, I did read an article on that, and he totally
I
told
actually
him to fuck
have
off.
I have the DVD version
Do
of
you?
the Unplugged, which is completely uncut.
Really?
It's the complete live from beginning when they turned the cameras on to the end, and all the times in between songs where they were like bantering between each other, where they were setting up cameras. I have the original version of it.
Dude, we need to watch that together sometime,
Absolutely.
man. Fuck yeah, that's.
Absolutely.
I would love to see that uncut footage.
Bought it at Starbucks.
No kidding.
Yeah, dude, and it even has the 2 Meat Puppet songs that did not make the original, or the Meat Puppet song that did not make the original cut. Yeah.
Really?
So, but that was a side note. That was surprisingly
okay.
those weren't my next. One of my next ones is Green Day doing "Tired of Waiting."
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was on.
I've never heard their version.
Oh, dude, it is faithful to the Kinks version.
Interesting.
And I can't remember if it was on a soundtrack or if it was a B-side. But yeah, it is like if you play it next to the Kinks version, it's very difficult. Like it is a stellar performance. So yeah, you can actually find that track on the Shenanigans album that Green Day put out.
Oh. Yeah.
It's a compilation album of all their weird B-sides and
Okay.
crazy shit.
Okay, so my next cover that I like a lot, it's a band called Frente. I did post this yesterday.
Yes.
Bizarre Love Triangle. They were, and I think they still are. I think they got back together. They're an Australian alt rock band, and of course, New Order did the original version. What I really like about their version,
It's sweet.
but now this is a very minimalist version.
Yes.
Completely. It's really just like it's perfect for this time frame too, because I think it came out in like the earlier 90s, so like 92 or 93, I want to say. I feel like I can't remember exactly because I bought the single. I remember having the single. Maybe it was 94. At any rate, I really like that version. It's only just under 2 minutes.
Yeah. And it was a huge hit for them, too.
It was huge.
1994.
It was 94. Okay. Yeah, it's just under 2 minutes. And the original version is way fucking longer than that, but they just did.
They captured the essence of the song.
They did.
And I think I actually prefer Frente's version of the song.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because it's just one of those songs that's just, it's a sweet song.
It is.
Like, even though they call it Bizarre Love Triangle, like, it's just a beautiful song. Mm-hmm. And, like, I could just do without New Order's, like, big beats and...
See, but think about it, the time when the New Order
that's
version
the
came
type
out.
of music that
So,
it was.
Yeah.
You know, and I respect it. I give it credit for what it is. I just kind of like Frente's version better. It's
I loved the version.
It's one of those songs where at that moment in time it hit that nerve.
Well, and for me, I think I even forgot about the fact that it was a single, or not a single, that the version even existed, not because I really forgot about it, but just because, like, you don't listen to it all the time anymore, you know. But I do remember the single, the tape, like the cassette tape fucking singles, the little cardboard box that it came in. It was just a simple red, cover. That's it.
Right.
Like, just like the song, the packaging was very minimalist too. So it was a nice throwback for me.
Yeah, I was working at Sam Goody. That's when I first started working in Sam Goody. Was the summer of '94.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you would have been 16. I was only 15 when that song came out. So it's, yeah, and just her sweet little voice.
Yeah.
So
every time I think of you. Oh, dude, seriously. Kind of not on my list here, but Supernaut by Thousand Homo DJs featuring Trent Reznor as vocals. It was a Black Sabbath cover.
Okay.
And Thousand Homo DJs was basically Al Jorgensen from Ministry.
Okay.
And he did a cover of it, and they brought Trent on to do vocals.
Interesting.
And it was a brutal industrial cover of that tune.
Huh.
It was a fucking incredible cover. They played the shit out of it on Q101.
Did they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not ringing a bell.
It's one of those that if I played it for you, you'd be like, "Oh, that song."
Okay.
But they were faithful to Sabbath, but yet very like just grating industrial.
Nice.
It was a really cool cover.
Nice.
So next on my list would be another Beatles cover tune. Aerosmith did a cover of "Come Together."
Yes, they did.
It was on their greatest hits album. It was like the bonus track on their
Yes.
greatest hits album, and they did a pretty straightforward cover tune of it.
They did do a pretty good job.
It was definitely Aerosmith doing dirty blues version of "Come Together." It was a really enjoyable version of the song. I dug it.
I heard that again a couple of weeks ago. Again, I instead of listening to a lot of full albums lately, I'm more so digging into my Apple Music because it gives me just a really good mix of things and like some of the stations that I've found on there and stuff. But that came up a couple weeks ago, so it's a pretty decent
tune.
cover. Yeah,
definitely check it out.
Yeah, I don't really have many more except
I've
for
got so many more.
this last one. Janis Joplin, Me and My Bobby McGee.
Oh yeah, Chris Christopherson originally wrote it.
That's my note that I had. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna start calling my boy being Bobby McGee.
Yeah, it's just I am also a very huge Janis fan. I have been for a long time.
Again, like we talked about on the last podcast, 2 podcasts ago actually, about the kind of the raping of the estates. Janis only had a few albums out. She did a couple with the Big Brother and Holding Company. I think she only put out 1 or 2 on her own.
She also had Full Tilt Boogie Band.
Yeah, but after that, like dude, seriously, how many albums have come out of hers?
A lot of them. So
One of them is a live album that I've got called Farewell Song that makes me cry every time I listen to it.
there's one. Shit. They have a box of pearls as
Pearl,
one.
I have that at home.
There's another one. I bought it.
Well, Pearl was the greatest hits, but there was the Janice box set. It was a 3-disc box set.
That's what I mean. Like the box set that they had. There was another one. I can't remember the name of it, but I own it. It's like a 3 or 4 disc set. It's got a book in there. I think you have it too. And that has a lot of like outtakes and alternate versions of songs and stuff. So, I mean, that unfortunately, like we did talk about before, that's just what fucking happens.
Yeah.
After people
somebody
die.
dies.
Yeah.
All right. I'm surprised you didn't mention this one. G Loves Rodeo Clowns.
I love his version.
No. But it's a cover version that came out before the actual artist recorded it. That wrote it.
I didn't mention it. I love the song, but it's not up on my top lists anywhere.
Material Issue doing Ballroom Blitz.
Oh yeah, that's a great cover.
Which is a dope cover. They did it in Chicago. I sent you the MP3 file of that. They released a EP.
Oh, nice.
That's the one that I sent you.
No.
And it was like I want to say like Valerie Loves Me or Kim the Waitress. I can't remember what the single was. But then they released like a 28-minute or something. It was a full set that they did at the Metro in Chicago.
At the Metro?
And oddly enough, my buddy was at that show. Tripping Daisy opened up for him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So my buddy was actually at that show, and I think they closed the show with Ballroom Blitz.
Nice.
It was a pretty badass cover of Ballroom Blitz.
Yes, it's a great cover.
And then, let's see here. Back in 93 or 94, it was right before Pearl Jam released Vitology, I believe.
Okay.
They did a live Easter performance from Atlanta, Georgia. They broadcast the entire concert on Q101. It was a nationally syndicated broadcast, but they broadcast the entire concert. I used to have it on cassette. They did a cover that night of Otis Redding sitting on the dock of the bay.
Oh, wow.
Which was stellar. I don't know how many times they've performed it since.
Wow.
But it was a stellar performance. I mean, can you imagine Eddie Vedder's voice singing Otis Redding?
Doing that song? Yeah.
Dude. They also do quite often a cover of the Dead Boys' Sonic Reducer, which is it's just a punk rock tune, but damn it all, do they do a fucking incredible cover of that song.
Nice.
And then one of my favorite quote unquote cover bands of all time is Phish.
Okay.
They're constantly in their live sets throwing in covers.
Huh.
And they've got a song out there that they cover often called Funky Bitch. And it's it's not old, but it's a blues tune by an artist named Sun Seals.
Okay.
And, for anybody who listens to Phish, you know that most of the time their songs are just platforms for them to jam. And this blues tune just gives the band just an opportunity to go the fuck off.
Cool.
Like, they do such an incredible cover of this tune that
Really?
It blows my mind to hear when I get to actually see them play it.
Huh.
Like, because it's like I said, it's a straight up blues tune, man. And they rock that bitch. They also do a very killer cover of Drowned, not the Smashing Pumpkins.
Okay.
Which is Drown.
Mm-hmm.
But this is Drowned. It's off of Quadrophenia. It's a Who tune.
Okay.
And the first time I ever saw Phish, they covered it. And I had no idea it was a Who tune. But this song sticks to your bones.
Huh.
Like, I love Phish's cover of this tune. I like their cover better than I like the Who's original.
Wow.
Yeah, because they make it their own. Like, yeah, it's a straightforward cover, but when you see them do it live, they jam it the fuck out.
Sure.
Like, they take it 5 different ways in the middle of the song, and then they come back to start. Like, it's a great cover tune. And then to wrap out mine is my favorite cover band of all time, the Foo Fighters.
I was waiting. I was waiting.
I know. We talked about this last weekend. We had a little planning sesh, and we talked about it, and I played some of these tunes for them. They do a cover of I Feel Free by Cream.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good. It was a B-side for, I want to say, like, Low or Times Like These or something like that, but it was a B-side. Like, they have no qualms about recording B-sides, and they did a cover of Prince's My Darling Nikki.
Oh, I remember you told me
well,
that.
they played it on the radio a lot as well. It was not a bad cover.
I probably didn't.
And I think, if I'm not
Listen.
mistaken, I think Prince actually approved of their cover, because not too long after they recorded that, Prince covered "Best of You" at the Super Bowl halftime. Yeah, they did a cover of another Gary Newman cover. They did a cover of "Down in the Park," which was very ethereal and kind of a cool song. I played that for you last weekend, I believe.
Yeah.
They did a cover of an Ace Frehley solo tune.
Jeez.
Back in the 70s, Kiss, each of them recorded their own solo album. So
oh, God, they did.
Paul Stanley did one, Gene Simmons did one, Peter Criss did a cover album, and a solo album, as well as Ace Frehley.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Foo Fighters covered the song "Ozone" off of Ace Frehley's album. It's a dope cover. It was off the It was on a CD single for Big Me. It was one of the B-sides off their first album. Fucking dope cover, man. Like they dude, all props to Dave Grohl, man. That guy is Natalie Merchant is your spirit animal. Dave Grohl is my spirit animal. And then I think their all-time greatest cover ever is their cover of Gary Rafferty's Baker Street.
Yeah.
Which, like, you might not know the name of the song, but you've heard the song.
Right.
And the original had this, like, you expect to see the shirtless mullet dude from Lost Boys come out and start playing the saxophone part. But they do a hard rockin' cover of that tune.
They do. I listened to it after you told me about it.
Oh man, it stomps balls. It is an incredible cover. It was a B-side to My Hero, and it was absolutely worth the price of admission. They actually ended up on the 20th anniversary, I want to say it was maybe the 15th anniversary or so. They did a remaster reissue of The Color and the Shape, and all of the B-sides from that era are actually on that. So their cover of Baker Street is now available on the reissue.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it's such a stellar cover. And for those you don't know, Jerry Rafferty, I've heard it pronounced both ways. He was in a band called Steelers Wheel that did a song called Stuck in the Middle with You.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Jerry Rafferty was in Steelers Wheel.
Huh.
So, and that song was always made famous by Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's a song where Michael Madsen cut that cop's ear off
right.
in Reservoir Dogs.
Right.
So these are some of our favorite cover tunes. I know you guys have participated a little bit on our Facebook page. Actually, I think that was the most fan participation that we've had
in a while
thus far.
There was another one that we had a few weeks before that had more, but this one we definitely had a lot of crowd participation, which I want to continue to encourage.
Absolutely. So if you guys have any favorite cover tunes that maybe you didn't engage with us on Facebook, why don't you hit us up, give us a call, we'll put you on air. It's 224-357-867-5301. Debut Jenny Two-Tone.
No, let's see. It's the number is 224-325-4235.
So give us a call. Let us know what your favorite cover tunes are, and we'll play it on the air.
We will. I will play you guys on the fucking air, so do it. Also, before we close out tonight, I want to give a special shout out to some new podcaster friends that we have. Mike from the Mike Misery podcast. Totally been helping plug us, which is super cool.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah,
you are the man.
Mike, thank you so much for that. That's really fucking dope of you. So you guys should check out his podcast too. It's called the Mike Misery Podcast. He's pretty fucking funny. And he's got a lot of good life commentary. So check that out when you guys get a chance.
And I would also like to thank Jesse out there listening.
Yes, Jesse.
Dude, your continued support of this podcast just
fucking
makes me
great.
smile.
Yeah.
So, but what? Just Again, we'll be coming back next week with all of our assignments, so that
Homework,
should
homework.
be fun.
Yeah.
We've got an album and a movie to review, so I'm kind of really looking forward to that.
I am too.
But yeah, just please give us a call. If you want to, you can always reach out to us at Facebook at facebook.com/Pop Goulash.
Twitter.
You can hit us up at Twitter at Pop Goulash. You can also hit us up on email at popgoulash42@gmail.com. And some of you may wonder why 42, because it's the ultimate answer to life, the universe, and everything. But yeah, hit us up. Let us know what's going on. Like I said, we'll read your emails on there. We'll play your voicemails on air. But we definitely continue. I'm going to harp on this until you guys start calling in. We want this to be participatory. We want you guys to interact with us. I mean, if it weren't for you out there listening, why are we doing this?
Right.
So please interact with us. We're starving for it. We really need the attention.
Reuben needs a lot of attention.
I do. So other than that, we will see you guys.
it.
We will see you guys. We're not going to see you. You'll hear us, and hopefully we'll hear from you.
And you might see us when we do another Facebook Live feed.
And hopefully at some point, I won't be talking like a prepubescent 14-year-old. So for Pop Goulash, I'm Reuben.
And I'm Dana.
Be good to each other.
All right, guys, take care. Bye.